real world, it's basic knowledge that there are some just terrible people out there. I used to think that generally all people were good at heart. That yes, we make mistakes and even bad choices sometimes because we're human, but overall I felt the majority of people were good. And then I started YouTube. Have you ever just come across somebody that made your head spin, trying to catch up to their chaos, thinking to yourself, is this person fucking for real? A person who's just awful. Someone you simply can't give the benefit of the doubt to. Not only are they delusional, they're also dangerous. Have you ever encountered trash?
With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy.
Howdy, hello. Everything I've got on my own, in spite of you bitches. Welcome, everyone, to the shit show. Or what's about to be the shit show. There's something wrong with you, and I'm not sure if you claim you have autism. I don't believe you.
I'm not ashamed of who I am or how I look.
I don't care anymore. If I hurt your feelings, I don't care.
And hey,
719 days, 42 personalities, and countless lies have led to this video. Leah Nuss, aka Trash Panda, the Smug Princess.
And I don't ask anyone to blindly trust me. You should not blindly trust anyone. I don't care who they are. They could be fucking Muhammad Ali, and you should still question them.
The reaction/coloring channel on YouTube. At the time of making this video, Panda has about 1,300 subscribers. Her channel was created on October 12, 2015 with roughly 86,000 views spanning 216 videos that are currently public. She started out by screen recording her reactions by writing on her screen with a stylus similar to my original reaction videos. Later, she would move to live streaming with a twist. Instead of sharing the video on screen, she would color. But eventually, even Leah would get bored with this.
I actually learned how to do shade work by one of my childhood friends. We did art together and stuff. But those are some fun memories I had with him. His name was Jeremiah. And he taught me how to do shading. So I did this mural of different breeds of horses. You know, be they running or walking, saddled, unsaddled, you know, different kinds of horses too.
I first encountered Leah through her telling me a fake story about knowing Leticia personally.
Well, I met her when we were, I want to say, 5, 6. We were in pre-K, and she had issues even then.
Leah told stories of them knowing each other since she was 5 to being bullied by Letiti because she was a lesbian.
Were you guys like close friends or anything, or?
We were, up until she hit puberty, and then her and a bunch of her friends, or clique, I guess, got me on the playground and bullied me for saying I was a lesbian, and
That's terrible.
a bunch of, yeah. And then they bullied my friend Christina because she was overweight, and made a bunch of crude
Comments, right?
yeah. And she actually tried to commit suicide
Oh my god.
because it got so bad.
Panda would even try to impress me by telling me she fought with Letiti back in school.
We did get into a fist fight when we were like 14 because she kept bullying my friend. Because when she came back from like her attempted suicide, no, she was downright cruel to her and telling her she needed to try different ways to kill herself, and that she was so stupid she couldn't even kill herself right.
Oh my god.
And I lost my shit. Yeah, and I beat the shit out of her.
Trash Panda even told me stories that Leticia was a meth addict at a very young age and crushed up her makeup and sold it as fake drugs in school.
But like maybe her brain's fried. I know she got off on the shit for a while, like the heavier shit.
Your shit, what do you mean?
like meth,
Oh,
because her mom had to go and get her out of a trap house.
oh, yikes. That young?
Yeah. Her parents bought her a car when she got expelled for selling fake drugs.
Holy shit.
This is what happened. Come to think of it, now I remember. It was she would chop up her makeup and put it in baggies and sell it like it was cocaine.
Even stories that would foreshadow a very common defense tactic Panda still uses to this day, that Leticia was overtly sexual in school with kids significantly younger than her. To the average person, this does come as a shock, but thanks to Elizabeth RN, I already knew Leah was lying.
But I guess the most memorable part is that when we got about 11 or 12, roughly, she became very promiscuous.
Okay.
I guess this is the right term. She would be like caught under the bleachers or in the bathrooms or whatever, playing doctor.
Oh, yikes.
She got in some really bad trouble when we were about 13 because she took a very, very much younger kid into the bathroom and was like,
Oh my god.
inappropriate.
Luckily, I was given the heads up by Elizabeth about the lies Leah was telling, but Leah would start her stories with lies. Leah would tell me that she went to a Christian school with Letity in Alabama, when we all know Letity was a Catholic woman from Arkansas.
Where was this, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what state?
It was at a Christian academy.
Was it
It
Christian?
was not a Catholic. It was not a Catholic school. She keeps saying she went to a Catholic school. It was not Catholic. We did wear uniforms that very much resembled the Catholic uniforms. They were plaid and pink for the girls, and maroon and tan for the boys. It was not a Catholic school. It was a Southern Baptist private school. It was a prep school.
Wow. What, do you mind if
So
I ask
she's-
what state?
Alabama, actually. I feel like a little bit embarrassed
Why?
to be even associated with this person because of all the shit.
Well, I mean, you can't really control who you go to school with.
Well, yeah, but she makes our school look bad. And it was an expensive school. It was a very expensive education.
You're wrong. You think you're right. She is very close friends with Chris Hemmingsworth and Robert Downey Jr. Do you know that one night after work, her truck broke down on the way home, and Robert Downey Jr. pulled up in a really long-ass limo?
People, to see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles that they never could.
It became an unspoken understanding that Leah seemed to be a lonely person sharing stories to get attention. Although it clearly stated that I could share this confession she had sent me on Facebook, ultimately I would have shared it anyway, and periodically would do so like I'm doing now. Why? Because I think it's important to understand the severity of what Panda lied about and the depth of her imagination and how dangerous it could have been for Love Notes for TLC. It also serves as a good reminder how this grown woman chose to introduce herself into the community. The screenshots shown on screen were how she decided to lie to a new community.
Hey, Andy.
I'm just curious. Just a curious little inquisitory question.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody seems to like sharing every single goddamn post you make. Like an obsessed stalking ex-girlfriend that you
Oh,
never
God.
actually slept with.
For real.
And I've had exes that were head over heels in love with me that were far less obsessive. And I saw her say something that really pissed me off.
What'd she say?
She was like, "Well, this is why, like, I ended my friendship with Paul because, like, she was doing all of these god awful things." And no. See, she made it sound as if she ended the friendship with you.
Yeah,
I mean, they're so far up your ass about everything else. I'm surprised they don't know your name brand.
I'm surprised.
Give it a minute, I'm sure.
Oh God. Knowing Morgan, she could sniff it out.
Probably.
Would probably.
I'm supposed to go to New York for Maybelline, and they're offering me $16,000 for a shoot. And if I do a commercial, it's $23,000. Supposed to get my contract sometime this week. And Revlon is counter offering, so I may be going to California after that for Revlon. I've got to find somebody to go with me though, because I don't know about going to New York by myself. I'm sure they'll have a security for me, but New York pretty big. Thank you guys. I'm not telling everybody, but to you guys I will tell. It's a small little circle, but I mean people will find out at some point, because I mean it is going to be in the magazine. I'm kind of keeping it on the DL until after they release it. I just told you on a live stream, but there's only like 2 of you in here, so I think it's pretty safe. It'll be with Maybelline for the magazine. The shoot is on the 2nd through the 5th, and if I do the commercial, it'll be the week of the 8th for the commercial. I guess having really strange and weird eyes is a plus. I'm still going to do this, don't worry. I may not be able to do it as often, but that depends on where I'm at. And once this thing starts, it's going to be busy, busy, busy. Because I'll be doing Revlon, Maybelline, and CoverGirl. At some point, I'm going to have to choose a brand, I think, though.
But Leah eventually would reach out to members of this community again seeking refuge, comparing her friendship to Jeremy's mom to that of an abusive relationship, saying that she was afraid of Paula and didn't know how to get out. She would blame Jeremy's mom for any criticism she received in chat.
I'm sorry. Paula, did you think I was going to run from you? Is that what this is? Do you think your little temper tantrum was going to make me log off? I was actually getting ready to go to bed. Yeah, well, I know you too well, though. So you have a whole speech pattern thing, and I know it's either you or another person who does the same shit, but since you're not spelling like a first grade dropout, kind of eliminates the list a little bit. And this is your MO.
Stories would be just as outlandish as the ones you would be bombarded with if you ever had the pleasure of speaking with her off YouTube. There would be terrible stories about abuse, about cancer, things about her family members dying, when there was proof that those family members are still alive, and so much more. Life ruination accusations against people as well. She would state that Jeremy's mom called a wellness check on her, which resulted in her autistic son's service dog being shot. These type of stories would be told, I believe, because she wanted people to defend her honor, to be her knight in shining armor. Panda would allude to this in her live streams, eventually feeling confident enough that she ended up posting this accusation publicly on Twitter while asking people for money so that she could purchase a new dog for her son. I think after so long of hearing someone just say stupid shit, eventually you just can't take it anymore. Everything leading up to this moment led myself and Emma to do a live stream, explain the experience we had with Leah, and making it very clear how unacceptable it was. During this live stream, Clean Urine Sash did some research and found multiple GoFundMes in Leah's name, so Clean ended up sending me a link to one of the GoFundMe. The one you see here, she doesn't have access to this, which is why it's still viewable. There are various stories about how the GoFundMe came about and who created it. Multiple stories. If you go to Jen's channel, you will see that there is a completely different story to the one you're about to listen to.
The only issue I took, serious issue I took, was that you pulled up a GoFundMe that was set up, not by myself, but by a dear friend of mine of 11 years, who is now deceased, by the name of Miff. That upset me because that person is deceased, and you spun it in a nasty way. So we'll answer that. That GoFundMe was set up by a dear friend, without my knowledge and or consent, because they, them, knew, they were transgender, that's why I say they, them, knew at the time how private I was, And at the time that it was set up, I didn't know all the details or what we were going to do, how we were going to do it, any of that. I didn't want people to worry about me. And at the time, I had my work insurance, which wasn't covering everything. And I didn't want people to know I was struggling at the time because of my pride. But them was insistent that I reach out to my friends and allow my friends to help me through that time. We've been best friends for well over 11 years. So them set it up. And then I found out about it. That was the only fight in 11 years we had ever had. And it was over that. Because of my pride. Miff was a beautiful soul, and I lived and they didn't. But again, I didn't set it up. I didn't ask for it to be set up. And what you didn't realize is the fact that it did get set up for me by a now deceased friend. And my insurance actually ended up covering more than we thought it would. So they were very ill with terminal cancer. So I took the majority of that and gave it to them because my insurance covered more than we had initially thought it was going to. And I really didn't get that much off of it, actually. GoFundMe takes a good chunk. I think a total of $140 was spent out of it for a medication that my insurance didn't cover. Beyond that, my friend got the rest.
The story she made up on the spot to try to pull at the heartstrings of and make myself or anyone who questioned her about it feel bad. No matter how many times Leah will tell her audience that I privately contacted people, telling them to not watch her or subscribe to her, privately contacted her family, none of that is true. Trash Panda attaches an extremely high value to YouTube. Everything that I've discussed in this video are things that I've talked about in separate streams in the following weeks from the ladies' night that Emma and I did, until I needed to step back from YouTube for personal and professional endeavors 3 months ago. So why did I make this video? This video is for anyone questioning who she is, but more importantly, a PSA. Her defense tactic, like we discussed earlier, are to accuse people of being sexual deviants, predators, pedophiles, and endangering their children. She will yell at the rooftop about how she doesn't mess with people in real life, yet says what she does about Lisa Richards, or threatens obscure legal action that sometimes is going to happen and then other times it's never spoken of again.
I tried to help you, Andy, and you know what you did? You sided up with Clean Urine Stash, the guy who's been trolling you for the last several years. I don't get the troll, but like the audacity that you would have to come into my chat after the disgusting things you said and ask me, of all people, to help you. Why don't you go ask Clean Urine Stash to talk to Joe? Huh? That's your boy. Yeah, that's your boy, Andy. The pedo lover. Clean King. He loves them pedos. He stands some pedos.
Any of my interactions with minors was out in public. And if it ended up having to go private, I always had another person with me to make sure everything was in check.
So it was not unsupervised with minors.
Exactly.
But it's cleverly chopped together to make it appear like that's what you were saying. This person likes to cleverly do that I've seen that happen before.
And another thing I don't get about you, Clean King, and feel free to answer these questions, Clean, because you seem to have all kinds of questions for me. No, I'm not going to be gentle about it anymore. Fuck this. I could, but I don't cater to the demands of terrorists. I have shown my face a good many times on this app, and had I not literally just got out of the hospital, I would. I kind of look like hell right now. And I'm not ashamed that I look like hell, because I literally just got out of the fucking hospital, you fucking retard. But what I do know is that I don't appreciate that you want to go around sending people the information of parents to pedophiles. Pedophiles, you stand for. You fucking freak. I believe you're just some incel freak on the internet who cannot get laid. So therefore, targets women because he doesn't have the balls to step to a man. So you pick on women. Well, you have, Dilbert, but he won't respond to you because you're a man. You know, a man, something Clean Team would know nothing about being. He doesn't have the balls.
We use sock accounts to fuck with you because you fall for it every time. And then when we didn't fuck with you for a month, and anytime anybody else kind of cracks a joke on you, you spurg the fuck out and do a 3-hour stream about me doing this weird, like, the threats, and you're like, hey. How many times you gonna threaten me? Dilford, what's up with you, bud? You were threatening me for a while. Real quiet, though. Your boy's busted as a fucking groomer. You guys knew about this.
And Clean, you better hope I don't fucking get any more information on you, because I am going to go down that rabbit hole, find all the information possible, and I'll put you on blast too. I don't give a fuck. People can sit there and say, oh, Dilbert's being a doxer. I don't give a shit. You want to play stupid fucking games, you win stupid fucking prizes, and I'll put your shit out there for everybody to fucking see.
But yet, he will come at me through, matter of fact, he won't come at me directly, he comes at me through other content creators. Like, he didn't want to come at me himself, so he went through fucking Moon Bear, of all people. Puppet, dancy, Moon Bear. Dance, monkey dance. Moon Bear. And that's good for her. I'm glad I have screenshots of her tagging him relentlessly. I love that for her. Good job, dumb bitch. Good job. Because of petty internet squabbles, you're perfectly with him sending a fucking pedophile after my fucking kids! You stupid, junkie whore! You may not like me, but idly by while some sicko on the internet targeted your fucking kids. Your bitch ass should have said something. Your bitch ass shouldn't have been sitting there tagging his ass on your community tab. God, you're stupid. And you know what, bitch? Fuck you forever for that.
Hey, lean in. Fuck you.
Hey Panda, lean in. You guys saw her freaking out in the car. So Clean apparently sent someone to attack her and her kids. It's wild because 3 months before her freaking out in the car, I was blamed for this.
People, you know. Great people, they are. I don't think they need to be exposing anyone. I think they need to be the ones exposed for all their shady dealings and back alleys and shit in the shadows. I think people need to see who they really are. I was going to ignore it, but if this continues, I'm not going to. That's good, Robert. I'm glad you're a better person. And I'm sorry they drug you into this, but I don't appreciate them sending you my information. I am fairly certain that was malicious and they intended harm. But know that I have said nothing about you. I don't even know you. I don't know you. So why would I be talking about you? And had you been a violent criminal, things could have went very differently. And the whole lot of them could have been charged. Yes, they intended on you hurting me. Hey, Mousy, can you screenshot that and ask how the community feels about that community sending a sex offender my personal information? Robert Robinson's comments, because that proves intent on their part and what they did. We are both in the same state. They fully intended on that person hunting me down and doing something to me. You think you're funny, but you're not. You're pathetic at this point. You're truly pathetic at this point. You're very lucky that this person isn't a violent criminal.
Panda isn't quite sure who she wants to blame for this crazy story that she is peddling around for sympathy. In truly a fashion, she finds a new community to run to share her lies and look for sympathy and even hide under their wing.
This is Trash Panda, Albert Whistler. This is a friend of... Say what?
Right now, I don't know that you know this, but I am confined to a hospital for right now.
Yeah, you told me and you asked me to keep it under wraps what was going on, so I didn't say anything. It was the night that, I told everyone to have you on.
I deleted a lot of the Andrew Ditch shit off my channel completely. I may have missed 1 or 2 videos, but I don't really intend on keeping any of his shit on my channel. I don't have anything on Clean Urine Stash, nor will I make it. I refuse.
She's got some interesting characters for us to do a little deep dive on tonight.
I have voicemails. Does that work?
Yeah, if you want to send them. And what's the exact? You said a new YouTube profile by the guy. What's his name?
Clean Urine Stash, and he basically he copied my name and used my picture, and is claiming that he's me on Instagram talking to Bobby,
Oh no.
the pedophile.
What's up with the youth in America today?
I remember this. Looking at this. And you said he stands for pedophiles. He runs defense for him, like actually, like not like
Especially Bobby, yeah.
So she runs to Spooky and tells them all about the big bad Clean, right? Just like she did with me about Leticia, just like she did with Paula about me, and just like she did when she came back over and told Emma all about Paula.
I don't like you, lady. I can't fucking stand you. But I'm gonna give you the courtesy of a fucking heads up. You are connected to and affiliated with Clean Urine Stash, who is affiliated with convicted pedophiles.
Now we can't forget the false allegations and even more lies, right?
I was about to say, it's Moon that was talking with a guy who has said on multiple occasions that he has CP on his computer.
Yeah, about that, Moon. Having them on your panel when they sit there and sending pedophiles after people with kids. That's a good look for you. So maybe you should probably shut up. Because you supporting that piece of shit is you supporting a fucking predator. He may not be a convicted predator, but I'm not really sure about that. I'm still looking into him, but I cannot wait until all of his shit airs. But I'm glad you supported him openly, because that's a good look.
Now let's take a look at the people she's choosing to hang around and protect now.
Your video, and I laugh.
Thank you.
Because like, how could somebody have that big of a problem with you, though? You don't bother people.
Well, it's not really me. It's my husband. So let me just put this out there. My husband is on the sex offender registry. My husband was falsely accused of trying to do something with his own daughter. Well, he is on the registry, though, because he took a kind of like a deal because he was scared that he would go to prison. His attorney gave him that advice. He followed it. I think he should have fought it. He didn't. You know how people say, oh, you can come for me if you want. Well, I said that, but I meant me. Don't come for my husband, you know. So I had a big mouth. I said that. They looked me up, and instead of finding anything on me, because there's nothing on me, they found my husband.
Like I said, y'all got something to do with Trash Panda, y'all go take it up with Trash Panda. Y'all got something to do with Panda Berry, y'all just gonna get fucked. I mean, that's just plain
That's
simple.
plain and simple. Yeah, you're not gonna play with Panda Berry on my channel either, by the way. So they're going after women like cowards.
She chooses to protect these people because she doesn't want to lose her subs, and she feels emboldened by them. What's uncomfortable about this is that she has swept under the rug this type of behavior for multiple people at this point, including one of them being her main man, Dilford.
I'm a little bit pissed off now. So, not at you. So it's not possible really for okay, let me word this right. It's not possible for somebody to just transfer the server.
He tricked you. He tricked me. He tricked everyone. He's into the diaper stuff. He did that for Vega. He ran that server. He says he just automatically owned it. That's not how that works. You have to accept the ownership. It's I don't know. So,
have you tried calling him?
yes.
Because he said he did it.
Because you said that no, he did not block me. Talk to him like a man, is what you said. And I even tried an alt Facebook account that he had. I tried the 2 different Discord accounts that he had, and I was blocked on every single one of those.
Oh, really?
He's hiding something, and I don't know exactly what it is. But judging by the company that he keeps, that he refuses to denounce, it's something terrible.
Dilford, for all intents and purposes, is a fucking moral bankrupt little shit. He doesn't care about anything. He only wants the views. He found
You know what he told me yesterday?
What did he say?
I guess I'm wrong for not hating Spooky because Dilford said so, because I don't know. Spooky was the one who gave me the heads up on Kaiju.
Well, I brought you on to defend yourself. You did throw Dilf under the bus here, and you threw Kaiju under the bus. So you're willing to denounce them, right? You're willing to go public on your own stream and bring Dilf on and tell him that he is a piece of shit, trash under the fucking shoes of society, right?
Here's a little tip. With Trash Panda, you gotta flip everything she says on its back. So here's how confronting Dilford actually turned out.
A question was asked about that Discord with the diaper guy. I don't know these people.
Right.
Some guy, diapers, I guess, and we had a Discord and it got passed to you, or that's what I'm understanding.
Yeah. So
Can you
I can
explain that?
Yeah, no, I can easily explain that. So it's fucking stupid. I find out that I'm the owner. Never was I notified that I was the owner until I got messages saying I was the owner. So I went back, saw I was the owner, and then deleted the fucking service. No, I didn't think of fucking archiving it because, again, never was this shit fucking made public until he made it public himself.
So there wasn't anything in the Discord, is what you're saying, about any of that.
Exactly.
So there would have been nothing for you to
archive.
So there would have been nothing for you to archive. So you couldn't have taken all these screenshots of shit that was not there, Spooky.
The cancer. I actually do have skin cancer. What's your cancer again?
I don't have cancer anymore. I
You-
had a neuroblastoma.
You don't have cancer.
No, I haven't in a while. I've said that. I'm better.
It just went away?
Had it. No, I had surgery.
Oh, okay. So let's say if you find the cure for cancer, you better share it with me because I got about 9 years
I
left
had
in
it
me.
surgically removed quite some time ago. I said as much.
Saying that I had cancer 17 times, no, I didn't. I've been quite clear about that. And since you're so fucking nosy and have to know it all, which you don't, I've had cervical cancer a few times. Had to have that, I had to have my cervix shaved, as you do. Then it developed into female cancer, and I had to have a total hysterectomy before I was ready to, actually, because I actually wanted more children. And then I also have a condition that causes nerve clusters to form, and I developed tumors around those nerve clusters. I can't help that. I have MS.
Military career. Was it Stolen Valor? Someone said something about Stolen
No,
Valor.
88 It's not Stolen Valor. I have a DD-214.
I don't know what that is.
The discharge form. That's what it is.
Oh, no. Are you truly a soldier of fortune?
What?
I was just wondering. A war vet, you were shot and bled for your country. Did you bleed for this country?
Dude, I don't talk about my service. It's no part of my channel at all.
That's not how that works. Let me show you how that works. U.S. Army, 88 Mike, 181st. Well, that was one unit. The last unit I was with was the 108th out of the 131st. The 108th was probably the best unit, though. Some asshole went to ask me some stupid shit the other day, and here's the reason I didn't answer you, you piece of shit. It's because you were being disrespectful.
You can't confront Panda without her turning herself into the victim. It's that simple. Everything she does is with one of three reasons: for sympathy, for money, for attention. The one thing that's consistent about Panda is that she lies. Everything is gradually getting worse. Her lies are progressively getting more severe. From the love bombing to the lies and the threats to the fabricating attacks against her, this is all a result of people reacting to her publicized behavior, the criticism towards her, and those proving the truth of the matter. Be careful. Choose to watch or support her content, that's up to you. Be her friend or choose to react to her and have a good laugh at all of the insane things that she says. I encourage you all to make up your own mind. As for me, I'll be lurking. I think the last thing I'll say here is,
I'm doing cookies or diamonds and silk. Your generosity will always be milked. Bulls and horses, sharks and raccoons, mistaken identity. 1,000 lies times infinity. In a world full of chaos, you can always remember. Oh, Trash Panda started with a lie. Trash Panda is always gonna lie. And when the sun grows old and the world gets cold, you'll always know whatever words were said, it was a lie. Stolen valor, better call Mr. Shipley. Posing for Marvel movies and make-believe.
Are you?
Well, checks, cancer, even dead family, and every other tragedy, attacking others with life ruination. It's a terrible situation. In a world full of chaos, you can always remember she never knew Robert Downey Jr. Ooh, Trash Panda started with a lie. Trash Panda is always gonna lie. And when the sun grows old and the world gets cold, you'll always know whatever words were said, it was a lie. Yes, it was a lie. Every single time. La 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 la. Oh yes, every single time. It's a la 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 la. Trash Panda started with a lie. Trash Panda is always gonna lie. And when the sun grows old and the world gets cold, you'll always know whatever words were said, it was a lie. Yes, it was a lie. Every single time. La 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 la. La 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 la.
I've been all over. I've been to all 50 states. But I've been to Canada, I've been to Germany, I've been, Jesus, I've been everywhere. Telling you where I haven't been would be a much shorter list. Ich liebe dich means I love you in German. It's actually an insult in Germany to say speak German. They speak Dutch, not German.
I'm on a special diet. I'm already small, but what I'm doing is getting stacked, basically. So when I take my food more pictures, they'll be beautiful. Right. So what I do is I do green day, where I don't eat anything but green vegetables. That's it.
Honestly, I eat fairly healthy, so I do not eat fried chicken. I bake or grill my chicken. So that's another putback. Now, I am also, because I live in the country, there's many times that I kill dinner. If you go to this channel's playlist, you can see what it looks like if you cut Bambi in half and butchered him. Yes. Because of my disability, I don't get a big deer. I want something compact. After I pop him, I have someone else butchering for the front half, and I take the back half. Now, I took no talk down. I do not talk high fluting. Because there's no reason for it, because I'm still just a common dude. I just know way too much shit.
It's a really strange, powerful feeling when it
See my
glides across
Puma
the board.
pants?
The planchette
And look.
it came with was a thick hunk of plastic, and there was quite a bit of friction when trying to intentionally.
Do you see a 300-pound belly right here?
The dancing was working. We asked the spirit if it was a good spirit.
Do you see a 300-pound belly right there?
To know. We then asked if it wanted to harm us. The planchette moves over to yes.
Or not really. I'm not even going to say lost. I have ended acquaintances with people for finding out they had ever even talked to minors. I cannot prove that Kaiji was grooming people. Yes, he talked to people underage, but he was also not alone doing so. He was talking to them with another adult present. Moon did another bit on me again today.
I've had my collarbone broken. I've had the left side of my body crushed. I've had numerous injuries over the years. And I got crushed by a bull one year.
Another thing I could easily disprove is the bull incident. I have 3 people who could vouch for me on that. 2 of them were there. The third one came and got me from the hospital.
My mom used to have a 2000 vet that had the V12 in it. Or no, it wasn't the V12. It was the Z. I think it was the Z20. The fuck was the name of that engine? It was massive. It was outlawed in the 70s because it was too fast and the cops couldn't catch it. Basically, was why they outlawed it. And they're fiberglass, so they're lightweight. So when she hit roughly 180, 185 around there, the front end of that car would come up off the ground and start swaying. It was terrifying. But I missed that car. It was candy apple red.
I never said that. I would never say. There's no proof that I said it.
Yeah, there
you guys
is.
are just saying that so you can bully me and other people.
Nobody
This
else,
is not
just
how
you.
it works around here.
Yeah, I know. I'm an asshole. And it's been established. I don't care. I may not be the asshole you wanted, but I'm the asshole you needed. And by God, I'm here now. Never fear. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of us are just assholes.